nuggets for $4.99.
What an advert the moment we begin. Why, Adrian?
And I've been making lots of use of that.
Alright, welcome back to Numenera. This is episode 7. Quick catch up, because we've had about 3 weeks off, haven't we? Maybe 4 now. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, 5.
5, is it? Adrian's keep a count. Alright, so...
No, I do like...
Adrian's spouting numbers.
Yeah, he doesn't.
17.
He doesn't actually know. Okay, so what happened is you accepted a job by Baron Cluck's cult, a Baron of Navarine, and his Aeon priest, Fexus, to go to the westward and explore in a straight line, basically. That was the plan. Keep travelling in a straight line. And after you arrived there, you did a little bit of shopping, set up your tents, and you headed out. And after a day's journey, you found what looked like old silos, and while exploring them, you were chased originally by something in the forest, something with orange fur. I think Artoria saw.
Garfield.
Yeah, Garfield, obviously. You're being chased by Garfield. And you fell down into what looks like an entrance chamber, and you explored the silos, were attacked by a ghost, quickly escaped, and then fought these weird aberration creatures that lived in a small lake that had formed at the bottom of one of the silos. After traversing these silos, Vers found an artifact, a staff of some sort, a nano staff, which he is now currently wielding. It has like blue kind of lights that emanate around it. And then you guys took a lift up back to the forest, and we literally ended the session as the doors open and the forest is in front of you. I, for the life of me, cannot remember what time of the day it was, so we'll say afternoon. Better time than any. I knew it was sunlight at some point, so yeah, afternoon. And ahead of you, you can hear the chirps of birds and the usual sounds of the forest. But other than that, the place is quite silent, and in front of you, it's dense pine woodland.
Oh, that was an experience. Do you reckon there's any more of those things around?
Hopefully not.
What, you mean like the silos, or like the robots, or
Yes.
ghosts? All of it?
Which way are we going?
Right, so currently, you're all a bit confused at your direction, because you know you've travelled not a fair distance, but a lot of distance up, down, and crossing. So you haven't travelled that far, so at the moment in front of you, you don't know where you are.
Well, I believe we were sent here to investigate, amongst other things. So let's go and do just that.
Alright, which way?
That one.
I'll go that way.
Which
no.
way is that verse?
I have a skill in detecting falsehoods, and I would like to detect the falsehood of Verse having picked the false direction.
I'm
Okay.
not picking a well,
It's
there's
like-
no falseness because it's just picking something at random, so...
Yeah, but if it's false, I could detect it.
Yeah.
I'm just bullshit.
Yeah, okay, so Verse, you know that travelling east would be heading back to the camp, like east, southeast, so you have several directions you could travel.
yeah, not that direction then. Just
Northwest.
something,
Northwest.
something so that we're not going to go too far from camp, so probably...
Yeah, you're about half. I think you're about half a day's journey, aren't you, currently from camp? So.
Yeah, so maybe northeast-ish, so that we can just head back south and end up back in camp.
Okay,
So, there's an urban legend that moss always grows on one specific side of a tree, but I don't know which side.
make an intellect check.
It depends which side of the planet you're on, because it depends which side the sun rises from.
What what level is this?
Level 3.
Wait, I'm just gonna naked roll this. No, never mind.
South side definitely grows on the south side.
Oh look guys, moss on the south side. So we gotta go, I don't know, which direction did you say we have to go?
I'm just going to start walking the direction Ver's pointed.
Okay, yep. You begin trudging through
I'll
the
just-
cones.
Just... No, you see, that's No.
Just no.
Just be quiet. If you don't have.
I'll be
shit to
super
say.
quiet. I'll be more quiet than anyone has ever been quiet before.
Oh,
You know, my dad once told me to be quiet, and I swear to God, I didn't say anything all day.
And Easy looks around, and the two of them have just left.
yeah. Yeah, Artoria's already trudging through the pine cones, heading slightly downhill as she goes.
Easy just like 20 feet behind, just talking to herself.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so it's only about 10 minutes more of travel before the ground levels out, and you guys are having to, like, you know, proper, like, push skeletal branches out of the way, and you realise that it's kind of like this area's been struck by winter, even though there's no snowfall, it's not cold. It's chilly, but not, like, freezing. You notice that the needles and the pine cones have fallen from these trees here, just littering the ground around you, and leaving kind of a very skeletal and sparse view through the tree line. And as you begin walking this way, you step down into a very kind of like what looks like artificial hill, and it doesn't take you long to realise that you're standing in a crater of some sort.
Right.
It's not very large, not very deep, but there is a small lake at the bottom of it.
She said.
What?
Let's avoid the water.
Sorry?
Weird animals and creatures and predators tend to lurk around areas with water. So.
Yeah, the water itself seems to be only about maybe 30 foot wide, and it's very spherical because of the way that the crater's been made. The trees around you all kind of like lay slightly towards it.
Yeah, let's avoid this.
You going around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, there seems to be no reason to get our boots wet.
There's only one reason. Pool party.
Yeah, the water does look lovely and green. No, no, not the green water.
We're avoiding the water.
Okay, so as you circumvent the crater around the rim and get to the other side, you turn back, and can all of you make an intellect roll?
What's the target?
9. If any of you have anything in perceiving
9?
things... 9! No, wait, no!
999.
3.
I am trained in perception.
Cool, so Artoria definitely sees what it is. Yep, so does Vers. I'm
Look at
assuming
us
you've got...
succeeding.
Yeah, you got perception, Vers. You rolled an 8.
Yeah, I mean, I have sense like whenever I try and find information, and whenever I have the time to take my time to do things.
Okay, this is more of a glance, but yep. As you turn back towards the other side of the crater where you just come from, there's a flash of orange, and you'll hear a as one of the trees comes tumbling down into the crater, and for a brief moment you see a humanoid, like, covered in orange fur, probably about 7 to 8 foot tall, muscular, kind of peers as it looks through the tree line towards you guys. Doesn't look like it wants to come down the crater. It has these amber eyes that peer across the like 200 foot crater and just stare at you. And you see he's very muscular and tall and hunched over, ape-like.
I would like to hide behind Artoria and with my eyes just peek around Artoria and just stare at it back.
Okay, so EC, in the back of your mind, you hear something. A voice. My territory.
I think he's inviting us to stay.
Human gone.
He really likes you, Artoria.
Do we all hear that, by the way?
No, just CC.
I don't think so.
Across from the crater, you'll hear, "Oh, oh, ah," and then he beats his chest in a sign of intimidation.
That's his mating scream.
Well, he can mate with you.
Slowly start backing away.
He's not my color, though. Have you seen his fur? That's not in this season.
This
I only
creature...
deal with.
Can you just zoom in on EC's token, please?
Okay.
He's that color, right?
Yeah. It is 90% that color.
But this thing does begin slowly, kind of like scraping its body around the edge of the crater towards you, and it's very slow. Like it's moving to make you move away. It doesn't want to engage. It looks like it's definitely going slow at this, and it's
I will just try and keep the water between it and me.
Okay, so you're like, just every time it moves, you're like you're a kid running around a table when your siblings chasing you. Yeah, perfect. So as you're like, I'm assuming, are the rest of you doing this?
Oh, I'm just standing around.
You just standing your ground, easy.
I'm doing it, but I notice Artoria, whom I'm hiding behind, isn't doing it. So I'm just shuffled back after a while.
Okay, so like you shuffle back after a while, but before then, Artoria, the thing gets within about 100 feet, give or take, because of the way that the rim of the crater curves. There are suddenly no bird calls in the sky, and you do hear in the back of your head a voice that says, "Go, human, go."
Okay. Anyone else hear that?
They do not.
I will back away slowly.
Yeah, it kind of moves forward towards you, and you see that it's got these huge ham hock fists. And also, what you do notice as it gets closer is it has metal bands around its arms, around its wrists.
Do I know what it is?
You can make a Numenera check.
Oh, we're so
You've got
good
an
at
inability,
those.
haven't you?
It's a big orange monkey.
Yep, it's a big orange creature of some sort with large fangs and big fists.
Just
Easy,
like
it's your dad.
You're joking, but one time my dad got his
I
hands
will
into a
feed
bee
you to
struck.
that thing.
Okay, next time.
The thing picks up what looks like a rock.
You throw that at me, motherfucker, and I will come over there.
Okay, as you can roll an intimidation check, so that's a mic check. Difficulty 4. It begins banging its fists on the ground, making a loud noise, running in circles, punching trees to try and intimidate you.
That's the dad and Chris. You throw that ball at me and I'll come over there.
My trained in intimidation.
If you have any intimidation, it would lower it.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do when I do that is I'm gonna grab a hold of a nearby tree, snap it.
Okay.
So that gives me trained in it. And I will also edge, so get bonus. I don't know what this thing. I'm gonna set the difficulty as 2 then, because I'm using edge. And I rolled a 1.
You didn't roll a 1, did you?
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, so you didn't fail. You didn't botch, sorry. Okay, so the thing doesn't look like it's that impressed with your display. It stops momentarily, regarding you with curiosity. In the back of your head, you hear, human bad. Human die. Can everyone roll initiative?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Could I just leave? That would be preferable.
You are a short, not a short distance. You are I can't remember what the distance is. Long distance away.
That's a good distance to be away from something furry.
Oh, I didn't click my token. Can you add that?
I will do
Where
in
the
a sec.
The fuck is initiative? Oh, there it is. I found it. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'd say that you are a long distance away, Vers, so you're quite far away from it.
Didn't select my
Yay.
token. I had a 14 before I selected my token. I want that to be known. I didn't roll a 1.
Can you all just click? If those who failed to click initiative, just click it again, and then I'll add your number in. So what did you originally get?
6.
Alright, so it looks like it's going before Vers, but everyone else gets a turn first. Okay. Right, so Artoria, this thing clenches the rock with obvious intent, lifts it up like it's like a shot put, And as you'll go, it is a short distance away. It is 50 feet. It's Artoria?
Yeah, it's Artoria.
I think he's either sitting extremely still or he's frozen.
He's extremely still, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he crashed.
I think Chris could manage that. He's still in the game. But okay, so
Yeah.
we'll go over to EC quickly.
There we go.
Oh, no,
there
wait,
we go.
he's back, he's back.
Technical difficulties.
Right, go ahead.
It's a short distance away, so I can move 50 feet in a short move.
Can you? Then yeah, you could.
I think I can.
Is it one of your abilities?
I'm trying to get up what movement is again.
So you can take 10 feet normally, and then have an action. Or it's 50 feet as one action. But I remember you saying this
I can,
before.
yeah, I can move and attack.
Alright, cool.
I have fleet of foot. I can move a short distance, so I was just checking a short distance was enough to reach it.
Yeah, it is.
So I
It's
will
moved closer.
move a short distance up to it,
hmm
and I will attack it.
Go ahead.
Trained. And I will also edge.
You want that thing dead.
Yeah, boy. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God you spent that edge.
Yep. No, why does it say success? It should be a fail.
Yeah, actually, it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficulty 4 to hit it.
Yeah. That's a fail.
Yeah, so as you strike towards it, it brings up the hand, the left hand, and you smack the metal bracelets it's wearing. And now you're up close, you see that the metal bracelets both have small little chains attached to either side.
Cool. Cool.
Alright, so, EC.
Okay, you know how Artoria moved a short distance towards it?
Yeah.
I would like to not do that.
Okay, alright, I get it.
I would like to hide behind a tree.
Nice, alright, cool. You are hiding.
Do I need to roll to hide behind a tree?
Yeah, give me a speed roll.
Beat roll. Oh, that's
No,
nice.
I think stealth's intellect, isn't it? I'm not sure.
Stealth is
Fuck
speed.
me.
Yeah,
Stealth is speed.
So just
Oh.
give me a straight d20.
I'm skilled and
Yep, okay.
well, I fucked that up. Okay, I'm not hidden.
You are not hidden. You know, like people who try to hide behind a lamppost in cartoons and you can see their shoulders and their body. You've kind of done that to a really thin birch tree.
I feel like, to be honest, that is how EC would try to hide. So that's very much in character.
Okay, its turn. What it does is it beats its chest and then goes to hit Artoria around the head with the rock. So Artoria, can you make a dodge roll?
Yes. Difficulty 4.
Yes. Have you got a shield out?
Yes, my buckler.
Right, difficulty 3.
But which is now difficulty 2
You got defense.
because I'm skilled with defense.
There you go.
And I'm going to spend an edge to make it difficulty 1.
Nice.
Asset, right. I think this should be it. Spend 1 effort, I get 1 asset.
Yep, so it's difficulty 1. Which is a
There we
success,
go.
you needed that. And as it swings the rock down at you, you manage to just duck, and it smacks the rock clean into the nearby tree, knocking it over. But then again, with the left hand, it goes in for a punch. Another one. Yeah, I mean, you manage to literally dodge out the way, and he flounders and falls onto one of his sides, just and then rolls back up and goes. Right, Vers. What you do notice now from where your position is the trees around you begin to rattle and you hear in the distance. And you can see there are more of them, but smaller. But these ones are black-furred, and they're swinging through the trees and jumping towards what looks like EC and Artoria on the other side.
Wait, is there multiple monkeys now?
Yep.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay, I would like to move away from the direction where the sound is coming as much as I can while still being able to use an item afterwards.
So 10 feet, yeah.
Okay, so I'll back off a little bit and then put up my camouflage screen.
Oh my god, let me read that. I know. Camouflage screen, perfect. Projects an opaque 2-dimensional screen of light that is 4 meters high and 6 meters across, lasts up to 28 hours. The screen bears an animate image appropriate to the surrounding area, such as trees and brush in a forest. Okay, cool. So you go, bing! And literally forms a nice protective bush and forest barrier for you. Alright, so Artoria.
I'm going to attack it again.
Okay, go ahead.
Bold choice.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so what happens here is, as you swing towards it with your sword, the thing grabs the sword, yanks it from your hand, and hits you in the forehead with it for 2 might damage.
That must be embarrassing getting hit by your own sword.
And then it just throws it in the ground angrily, as it makes a kind of caveman tribal sound, baby. In the back of your head, Artoria, you hear, I am Alpha.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yep, easy.
How many additional monkeys show up?
As you turn around, you can see there's a whole family of them. A coterie, I don't know what a gaggle of monkeys is.
A gaggle of monkeys.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
go
a-
family of monkeys.
No, a gaggle is the correct word for a group of monkeys. Like it's a flock of ravens or a murder of crows or...
I'm gonna Google it.
A garbage dump of drunks.
Yeah, okay, I guess it goes.
A gaggle of geese. I
Yeah.
think.
Anyway, yeah. So easy. You see, there's like a load of them, but they're much smaller than this obvious leader.
Okay, on a scale from giant orange monkey to EC, where are these monkeys?
The other monkeys are just below EC.
Just below. That's pretty scary still. Like if there's an army of monkeys. Okay, my first thought was EC tries to climb the tree, but obviously they're monkeys. That's stupid. So I would like to leg it
Okay, which way?
away from the monkeys.
Which is into the crater or around the crater?
And the giant monkey is in the crater.
No, he's at the rim of the crater. It looked like he circumvented it, like he didn't want to go in it.
Oh, that's obviously also bad then. I would like to go inside the crater.
Okay, so you notice that there is an opportunity here to use your roller skates if you wish to get further away. 'Cause
Fuck
it's a
yeah, I'll
crater.
skate in the crater. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll allow you to get 100 feet down to the bottom instead of 50 if you want to use your rollerblades and roll me a speed check, difficulty 2, just to make sure you don't fall over. This can only go great.
Am I trained in roller skates now?
Nope, have you taken it?
No.
No.
Well, I will at
No,
some
you're
point.
fine. And you managed to get 100 feet down. I'm assuming you're stopping before the water.
Yes. Because
So-
water is really bad for roller skates. I know that because I often go roller skating in real life.
Yep. As you get closer to the water, you notice there are some what looks like metallic poles poking out the center at awkward, curved angles.
Do they look like they would have sliced me up if I had gone into the water?
Not really. They don't look sharp. They look more pointy, for sure, but not like sharp down the edges or anything.
You know that one monster in Star Wars that's like a pit, and if you fall into it, eats you? I feel like this is one of those things.
Okay, so the monkey itself backs slightly away from Artoria and then goes for a running jump and then brings both its fists down in a powerful attack at Artoria.
Dodge.
You've got this, Artoria. You've got this. Maybe.
No.
No.
Oh, I did. Because I reduced it with an asset. I'm trained and I edged, so it becomes difficulty 1.
Did you edge again?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear you say it, but that's cool.
Well, he put it into the thing, so...
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So at that moment, you just managed to dodge, dive, grab your sword so it's in hand, bring your shield up, and as he swings, you hit. There's a massive kind of thud against your shield and an immense amount of strength, and you're knocked slightly up into the air, and you skid across the ground. Your legs kind of burying deep into the earth as he punches, and he backs off again. Vers, you see from a distance a volley of rocks come out of the trees towards EC. EC, you've
That's
got
unfortunate.
because you're actually quite far away. It is only difficulty 2 to dodge.
Oh, I'm not gonna edge for that then. I believe in myself. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
and
me.
as a hail of tiny rocks, and some of them quite large, fly down towards you, and they're all plopping into the lake. And as they plop into the lake looks aggravated.
I fucking knew it.
Your go. You just hiding?
Yes, I think I'm short this or like in the.
Yeah.
I'm not quite at the lake, right?
No, you're on. I'm assuming you were on the top of the crater at the rim, not like.
Yeah, I was trying to stay away. Yeah, so everything's long distance away from me. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm good.
Cool. All right. So at the initiative count 20, let's go D&D wise. The lake around you, EC, begins to shake violently, and you see there's a ripple all along, and those metal poles begin to move, almost like tentacles, and they kind of undulate towards the sides of the lake, dig deep into the earth, and begin pulling a central structure out the water. Currently, it's going to take a while, so you're not actually going to see it, but you do see the metal sheen of something coming out of the centre. Altoria, it's your go.
I'm going to attack the monkey.
Yeah, of course. This... Call him Alpha, please.
I'm going to attack the monkey.
Okay. Okay. Nice, this is a success.
Hit the monkey. The monkey takes 11 damage because I will put my ability Quick Death, which adds 4 damage to my attack.
Jesus Christ, it's only got 1 hit point. You just got clean into its chest, and like actual innards come out. But what you notice is, as you cut into his chest, he's got like a metallic kind of funk to his body, and you actually rent through steel and iron as you cut through him, and then like what looks like slops of green intestines fall out, and then sparks of electricity as his head twitches slightly, and then he kind of like ducks away from you, and kind of like falls to the ground. Easy.
Okay, so and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
No stunt starts with that. No good stunt.
Actually, they're pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, but I just know what's going to happen.
So this crater, how smooth is it?
So it's very smooth on the way down to the crater, but right now you've got a kind of like this structure coming out the centre, and that's quite conical and smooth itself.
Okay, I would like to skate around the crater, gaining speed.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. Go on, make me a speed check just to see how it goes. Just roll a d20.
Okay. Well, not very well.
But you're picking up speed as you're like going round. It's like the skate bowl that the things that you see. I don't know actually what they're called.
And this turn is just gaining speed.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're gaining some speed, but there is a lot of like trees in the way you're having to dodge. So at the moment, you're not gaining the speed that you wanted. Okay. So at that moment, Artoria, you hear all of the creatures in the canopy just roar out in anger, and a hail of rocks comes towards you. You make a dodge roll.
Motherfuckers throw rocks at me and I cut their alpha's head off. I'm not going to edge.
Aren't you the alpha now? Isn't that how it works?
That's how it works when I kill him. No, I get hit by rocks.
Yeah, you do. As ding, 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 ah! And then one cracks you in the head, and blood begins to run in a rivulet just into your eye, blinding you ever so slightly. And as you bring up your shield, dum, 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 you've taken 3 damage to your light pool.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. What do you mean, is that it?
I have 2
You
armor
forget this is-
bitches.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I take 1 damage. At that moment, they are beginning to what looks like retreat, and Artoria, I guess it's your. It didn't take its turn,
No.
so
It's
it's gonna run. It moves a 400 feet, bursting through the trees, running away. And you hear in the back of your head, Artoria, "Human bad, human bad."
How far can one throw a sword?
I'd say if you ran the 50 feet and you passed the difficulty 6 might check, I'll let it happen.
I think you should throw the
Are
sword.
you going like javelin or full Spartacus? Like
full. I think you get more distance throwing it like full Spartacus.
It's way cooler if it spins.
yeah, like Spartacus. All right, difficulty 6.
Let me think. I am trained with bladed weapons.
Yeah, so difficulty 5,
And I'm going to edge.
difficulty 4. You want that creature dead?
I want it dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh!
You literally passed by 1. You just go full Spartacus, run. This is a fucking broadsword, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's not. I'm throwing the broadsword, not the big sword.
Yeah, it just goes and hits him in the back, pins him to the ground. Alright, guess that's combat over. Except, it's not. EC, the thing is now pulling itself further out of the lake, and you revealing its very spider-like structure.
Spider-like.
Yeah, it's got 8 legs that have dug into the ground around it, and it's got a central, what looks like bloated abdomen with a front kind of, what look like 2 dangling fangs that kind of then droop into the lake still.
Okay, what sort of spider are we talking about here? Are we talking a normal spider or are we talking a video game spider that has a giant red eye on its forehead that is obviously the weak spot?
It doesn't have a giant red eye, but we're talking like big tarantula-looking spider, but it's just clean and metal all the way around.
Well, I'm not gonna fight that.
Yeah, it's a very large structure. You're
Guess
gaining
that it's
speed.
done.
You were gaining speed.
Yeah, I think I'm gaining speed. I think gaining speed is this turn's goal.
Another turn.
I don't know.
Okay. This thing, as you go around the head of it, because you're gaining speed around the crater, and you stare at it, what you see is what looks like a woman situated at the front. Like where its eyes should be, you see a woman, but only the torso of a woman. Her long white hair is wet and ragged, and her kind of like charcoal black skin is glistening with the water as it drips off of her naked form. You can't see her face because she's just kind of leant down, and her really long hair just like is like limp all over her body.
I'm gaining speed.
Alright, cool. First, hiding behind the camouflage screen?
I'll whisper you something.
Okay.
I'm going to get my sword back.
Alright, so you
Is
move
that
to 50 feet.
what you're gonna do?
Artoria runs the 50 feet, yanks the sword out of the creature, and as you do, there's a spark.
And that's me. I had
Oh,
run
sorry.
another 50 feet away.
That was meant to be a whisper.
Yeah, I don't know, this screen I'll just leave, because it's a cipher, I can't use it again, right?
No, it's there for 28 hours.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll just step through it then and walk towards the bottom of the crater.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. Right, Artoria, you've grabbed your sword. Are you heading back to the crater?
Yeah, there's a fight back there.
Apparently. Okay, so EC, this thing, you notice that Vers has come down from his camouflage from the screen. This thing is standing in the middle, now fully in view. It's familiar somehow, but you can't quite place it. And as the creature moves, there's attached to its torso, there's a loud screech, and all of you hear it. Can you all make an intellect roll?
Difficulty.
4.
Ah, that's pretty high
No.
difficulty.
Alright, so
No, I didn't really. Okay, well, how did edge work again? Edge just means I spend like my edge less to
yeah.
effort, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I have 2 edge now, so I'm gonna spend effort.
Alright, yeah, so it only costs you 1 to get an intellect.
Yeah. Well, that's going well, isn't it?
It's for gathering information, or what's this for exactly? Because I
This
need
is
to
to
know if I
resist. This is to resist the psychic blast.
Okay. Well, that definitely doesn't apply to me then.
Alright, so...
Nice.
My god. Oh boy, this is the best. Okay, so Altoria and Adrian, you both take 3 damage to your intellect pool. However, Vers takes 3 damage, falls, just literally stumbles to the ground as he's stunned, and just keeps rolling down the crater towards the thing. So, 3 damage for all, Vers is stunned. Okay, so, Altoria, as this screech echoes through the forest, you hear a load of the creatures behind roar out in pain. Even some of them thud to the ground, but you yourself fall to your knees, cover your ears, but it seems to be just inside your head. And you notice the blood the blood from the rock isn't the only thing running down your face. Stuff's coming out of your ears and your nose as well. But then you fight through it, and it's your turn.
How far away is it?
About it's about 100 foot down ish, yeah.
The other sword throw was rather successful.
Bow.
No, I will just move as quick as I can towards Vers.
Okay, so yeah, you see Vers is like rolling down the crater, but
Yeah.
he is now stopped about halfway down because he's got his like clothes and himself caught on a pine tree that's fallen over.
Oh, I was hoping to reach the bottom.
Well, you're about halfway down. Alright, EC, you're still skating around.
Okay. Here's a physics question.
Uh-oh.
If you have an object that gets bigger,
Yep.
does it keep its speed?
What? I can't help but feel like this is a sexual question.
No. Well, yes, but no. Assuming I had a boulder that
Yeah.
swells up to 2 meters in diameter when I submerge it into water,
I mean,
and I'm skating in a ring
it
around
wouldn't keep its speed
a
because
pit.
air resistance affects different things differently. Like, a boulder is definitely affected more by air resistance than water.
That is true. But I would still like to dip my anchor stone, which swells to 2 meter diameter,
Okay.
when it's submerged into water,
Yeah.
into my water skin,
Yeah.
and then just let it roll around the pit onto that thing.
I like it. What a stunt. I love it. Okay, it's going to be difficult, but I like it. Right. Can you make a... let's just go for a general D20 roll.
Okay, a general d20, I can do that.
You're going to form... what? You know, like those things...
A 20!
You know those things that you get in, like, the shops back when you were a kid that you put your penny in and it, like, rolls down and around into the middle? You did that with a boulder, narrowly missing Artoria and Vers, and the thing kind of looks confused as its back leg's taken out cleanly and it just falls prone back into the lake. Also,
That was a good boulder.
I would say you did 7 damage to it. Yeah, that was worth it.
I didn't even know.
Was that
I
a
was
cipher or an oddity?
That was a cipher.
Well played. That's... and because you rolled a nat 20, I will allow you to either do an extra 3 damage, or let me take a look at the cheat sheet. Allow you to gain 2 points back. By the way,
2 points back, what?
to one of your abilities.
Oh, I'll take 2 intellect again because
Yep.
I'm nearly up.
Alright, cool. Hey, Vers, you're stunned, but you do wake up that moment, and you kind of shake your head.
Yeah, I don't get a turn because I'm stunned, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, Artoria, the thing stands, looks like kind of like shakily. You see its back legs all bent out of shape, and it speaks in a very feminine voice, and says out loud, "Stop!" And then moves away from you and Vers and begins climbing up the hill, or attempting to, going eastward. But it is your turn.
You stop.
I feel that's like exactly an Artoria response.
And I will pick Vers up
Mm-hmm.
and like put him on his feet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just like stand there ready.
Is that way? Go talk to her. I'll just half pass out again.
Okay.
shake him vigorously.
EC, after doing that amazing attack, the thing is moving, albeit very, like, slowly, and it's limping.
You know how Verse said speak to her?
Yep.
I would like to not do that. I would like to grind to a halt next to Verse and Otoria and hide behind Otoria because I just threw a boulder at a giant spider. That's really scary.
That is literally EC's quote. You know what Vers did? No, not Artoria did. I'm not going to do that. Alright, so Vers, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll just run towards it.
Okay, you begin dashing towards it. It's moving slowly.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a large pace because it's so big, but very slowly. You can talk to it if you wish.
Wait.
It stops.
Okay, how far away am I still?
About 50 feet.
Okay, I'll just walk up to, like, slow to a walk then.
Okay.
I'm sure she didn't mean to. You didn't mean to, right? You see, that was a very dumb thing to do.
What that was amazing. That was the greatest thing I've done. No, I didn't mean to do that.
I
But
just sword
easy.
and killed the big monkey.
I saw that. That was amazing.
It was so cool.
I'll just, like, despair in my soul at this moment.
The thing does turn, seeing that you've given it attention, Vers, and it kneels, like, as much it lowers itself to the ground, and the feminine form on the front says, "If you do not mean harm, let me go."
Yes, just wondering who, what, why you are here. We saw you in the city.
You're good boy. How about I change to this voice? Okay, so she says, "I don't know what you're talking about."
There is someone, something, a copy, you, in the town square nearby.
She nods.
Well, guys.
That is very possible.
How come? They
I guess this is in combat.
have high regards for it, and yet you seem to be out here in the woods. I don't understand. What are you?
I am a machine used to guard areas. I believe I am. And she looks around and you see she's fully machine, but with a kind of bio-organic body at the front. An actual, perhaps, human brain? And she does kind of move towards you all. Very spider-like and settle down. Yes, they give us designations.
And do you know what designations yours is?
Alexandria.
Can I make an intellect check to see if I have any idea what that means in this world?
Sure, go ahead.
What would you like me to roll?
If you got anything historic, it's definitely like a within D&D
Oh, yeah,
terms,
I mean,
history.
when it comes to, yeah, I was asking about the difficulty. When it comes to this kind of stuff, I always have both trained and an asset.
All right, so it's difficult.
Because if
Two for
I take my time and gleaning information, so anything research like.
Yeah, so difficulty 2.
Okay.
Oh, you needed that. That's nice.
Nah, I got on the original.
Yeah.
roll
Okay.
as well.
So Alexandria is a common name for cities in the beyond, places that aren't part of the Steadfast. There are, as far as you know, there's dozens of villages named like that, and it's named like that because it's a name that means, like glory, like victory, conquest, those meanings.
Okay. Do I see anything in the beyond here?
No, the beyond is the area outside of the Steadfast, like the lands surrounding.
Oh, okay, because I have the thing where I can see into the beyond.
Oh, maybe I've got that wrong. Maybe it's not the beyond I'm thinking
Which
about.
is like the ethereal plane.
Yeah, one moment. Yeah, the beyond is definitely the area outside of the land, apparently. Like this.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's confusing then, because there's also
Yeah.
seeing beyond, which is seeing into like the alternative plane.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, yeah. You know, it's a common name for people and places outside of the Steadfast.
Right.
And she's in a crater. You can deduce she didn't get here by natural means.
Yeah, it's just really catapulted out or something.
We have also been given designations if we go into war mode.
Are you in war mode?
I was momentarily.
I see. What is your designation when you are in war mode?
Ifrit.
Interesting. Well, I do apologize. I think my friend got a little bit spooked when you emerged. I'm sure she didn't mean to harm, knowing that you are a reasonable being.
She does look towards EC and say, "Come forward, child."
I push Atoria forward.
Make a fucking strength check for that.
Well, if I don't push Atoria, I try to push Atoria forward and just move
Push yourself
backwards.
back, especially because you're on roller skates.
Yeah. And as you try to push Artoria forward, it says, "I will not hurt you."
I'm super not afraid. I've never been afraid in my life, EC says, walking backwards.
Just go and see the big spider lady.
Fine. But I do it because I want to.
Just get over there.
I go towards the big spider lady.
Okay, she's at your eye level now, as she's used the structure to lean herself down towards your level. She says, "What is your name?"
It's EC.
EC, it's a pleasure to meet you. You are forgiven.
Okay, I forgive you too.
She nods. "I apologize. When I was awoken by your presence, I did emit radiation that perhaps might have damaged you."
No, I was super okay. Didn't even hurt.
No, that hurt my brain a lot.
"Yes, for that I am sorry."
You see first like trying and say something and then just thinks better, right?
"I can help you if you are lost."
Yeah, we're looking for, like, ruins, artifacts, people.
Well, not several weeks ago, there were people bypassing here. They wore black robes. And I believe they were heading northwest, heading towards the tower.
The tire?
The tower.
What was with the big orange monkey, by the way?
I've never seen him before.
Yeah, he was, like, all green and sparky and shit inside. Not like a normal monkey. I've killed monkeys. And
You
he
mean
was
like
dead.
me? I'm not a normal woman.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I'm all green and sparky inside too.
Do you want me to find out?
I'd rather not. And then
Don't
her
think
eyes
about
narrow, and I perceived threat.
Much more importantly, are you in search of new employment?
What do you mean?
Because there's a town that really needs a giant humanoid spider thing. And I think you and the mayor would get along really well, and you just go to him and say EC sent you to replace the spider they had. And I'll get rich and you'll be happy.
It's one of your kind is there.
They had one of yours and it got like disabled and it doesn't work anymore. So they're in search of a new one. Or you could repair it. Or
Yes,
both.
perhaps you could figure out what was wrong with it. It is one of your kind, I believe, but it seems to be immobilized.
Strange. We don't normally get immobilized by it much, but by the sounds of it, it looks like my sister machine went into protection mode.
Oh yeah, a giant thing fell from the sky. A star.
Before we continue, are you guys hearing any interference on my mic?
No.
No,
Okay, cool. It keeps coming up on the volume level, and I don't know.
no, it's fine.
Okay, she says, "Perhaps I will venture to this town."
Yes, I
Right.
would probably advise that if you do, you let us know and we can prepare for your arrival. I do not think people will take very kindly seeing you just waltz up to the gates. I think you were met with a similar fate as the one that EC originally intended to bestow upon you.
I had no intention of hurting her with the giant boulder I threw at her.
You could go and tell them that Kieran, I can't say his name, but Beagrum?
We
Yeah.
could just send her back to the camp and give her a letter that
Mayor's
says
son. I'll give her the mayor's son's name and say that
The general's son.
Yeah. he is the general, he's the mayor's son.
Okay.
And I would like to write her a little letter that says, "Best wishes, got you a new spider, EC."
Okay, you quickly pen the note, and the spider creature in front of you, known as Alexandria, says, "I will be cautious. Where did my sister machine dwell?"
And I'll look over at the others and I say, well, I think perhaps we should head back and explain what we found so far to Baron, and on the way back we can also show Alexandria.
Yes. Can I sit on your back?
She nods.
Yes!
Is there enough space for all of us?
Yep.
Artoria will climb up and get her sword out and be like, "Sally forth!"
I want to point out, the last time we tried to ride anything, it blew up. So,
Well, that's because we were trying to operate it. This time, thankfully, we won't have to.
Okay, so you, I'm assuming you're riding the creature back home.
yes.
Yes,
Back to
first
the camp.
to the camp, and
Yeah.
then, when we're a few hundred yards out, still in the cover of the tree line, I will suggest that I will go and introduce, or EC goes to introduce
Okay.
what's coming.
Okay,
I
so
think you should go first.
Okay, so I'll hop off and slide down one of the legs and make my way into the camp.
Okay, so what happens is you guys travel in a very zigzag way because of the way that she has to avoid large swaths of dense forest and travel the more spacious route. But you do exit the skeletal pine woodland and begin heading downhill. And you guys notice that some of the areas look familiar as you head into the familiar redwood that's green and luscious and very familiar the way that you entered last time. And as you begin passing towards the camp, Vers, you slide down one of her legs and she waits in the tree line as you walk in. You see that it's becoming late evening, so it's like sunset, just about to turn dark.
All right. Yeah, I'll walk up to the camp and see who seems to be awake / about. This
Yeah, some
time
of
day.
the lumberjacks and some of the foresters are around the big fire pit like last time. The Baron himself is sat on a lounger with his daughter just outside his tent.
All right, I'll approach the Baron then.
Okay, he stands. Goes, "Well, looks like you are back, Vers."
Yes, not just me. The others are here as well, but I wanted to give you a small heads up before we enter. We brought something back with us, and I didn't want to scare anyone.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, go on.
Well, it has more legs. A lot more legs.
Hera says, "More legs?
Yes.
More legs than two? Is it an abhuman?"
And what?
She blinks, and the Baron says, "Never mind, keep going."
Well, I just didn't want anyone to think it's hostile.
Oh, I see. So you didn't want it to walk in the camp and then me draw these, and he hits like his weapons on the side.
Well, I figured you might be intelligent enough to see that it's not has any hostile intent, but I'm not sure about if there's any guards posted out there, any scouts that might mistake its intent.
Okay, he says, "My lovely daughter, would you perhaps head around camp and tell everyone to lower their weapons when such creature takes its appearance? Especially that new weapons dealer, the Graham she got, the one with all of the rockets. Please go tell him." And she goes, "Of course, father," and runs off down to the pavilion that the guy had set up. You see her begin talking to people as she walks around.
All right, and then I'll head back. And I said, we'll return in 10-15 minutes or so. I
Well,
suppose
alrighty
this
then.
should allow enough time for your daughter to go around.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll head around as well, and I'll tell the Aeon priest. I'll tell Fexus to chill his nerves when he comes on in.
Thank you.
And he heads off towards the Aeon priest tent.
Okay. And then I'll head back to to where the others are.
As you head back that way, Altoria and Isi, as you are doing your little moment with them, the Alexandria says, "So, tell me, where is my sister machine? You say she's protecting a town.
Yes, there's a small civilization.
Is there a gate there?"
There's a bunch of doors, like houses have doors.
You remember that the Queenie that you remember was inside a giant archway.
She was sitting on an archway.
Yeah.
Does easy remember that though?
Oh,
yeah.
you don't have to remember that.
Like she was sitting on like a big thing, yeah, sort of, like a doorway, but bigger.
Oh, exciting.
I don't like the way you say that.
No, easy. These gateways were our people's way of getting to this place. Maybe I can fix it and go home.
Oh, that's super cool. Is there like a spider dad?
That's super cool, she repeats you, and she goes, "No, there is no spider dad."
Do you ever like braid your hair? I feel like you should braid your hair. Do you want me to braid your hair?
I would like you to braid my hair. That would be super cool.
Oh, she gets me. Why aren't you like this, Atoria? Atoria never lets me braid her hair.
I do my own hair, thank you.
So first, you begin walking through the tree line to see that Easy's braiding the spider's hair.
Also, Easy has no idea how to braid hair.
Okay,
Artoria
he looks a
will get
mess.
her pointer. Artoria can help.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just your two dumbasses braiding this giant spider's
I
hair.
will have you know Artoria is very skilled at that.
Do you have the hair braiding skill?
No, she has the disguise kit.
Hmm. Are
And
we
she also
disguising
has-
her as not a giant spider?
No,
I
it's
feel that
like,
would be tricky.
well, also I will have you know, I have skills in seduction, and I also have become trained in any interaction that involves lies or trickery.
Oh, okay.
When do you use that when you throw giant swords at monkeys? Is that a thing?
You thought this sword was just for slashing? Haha!
You thought this was a sword? It's actually an umbrella.
I wanted to
Disguise
stab
kit.
that guy all the way over there. Okay.
You need to get a chain on it or something.
You're a genius.
Oh, thanks.
I hate that you told him that.
I know. Okay, so first you enter into the tree line to see them braiding the spider's hair.
Yes, that is 8 legs, 8 braids. I like it.
Works.
And then say, well, you should be aware of your presence now. There's a few people there we don't really know, so best be on your guard anyway.
Okay, so are you
And
gonna
then,
exit the tree line?
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Very, very important. When we exit the tree line, Easy would like to stand up straight on the spider and just do victory poses as we zoom into town.
do you want to make a performance check?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I will do a perform. I have public speaking. Does this count as public speaking?
It does not count as public speaking unless you are yelling and shouting and doing your public speaking.
I am yelling and shouting while I'm doing it.
Okay, what are you saying?
Behold, a second giant spider. You might,
Oh, alright, you
might
can
have
have
thought there was only one. Second one. We found it. No big deal. What difficulty is this?
I'm gonna go with difficulty 3, but you've reduced it down to difficulty 2.
Okay, I'm gonna
I mean-
edge.
Yeah, okay, difficulty 1 then.
Good
Nice.
thing.
Yeah, and you've gathered so as you come out, the original crowd is piling around the Baron's tent because they've all been told something crazy's coming and not to shoot it or attack it. So obviously it's garnered some attention, and the group that see you coming immediately flee. The moment it comes through the tree line, they flee. And they begin running towards the fire pit, and you hear that the Alexandra in front of you says, should I be activating Ifrit?
Not just yet. Perhaps if someone takes some hostile action to you, just wait and see if they're serious.
And at that moment, they all see EC shouting, "Behold!" And then all their weapons do lower as they see this. And they're like, oh, it's EC. And the Graham guy, the weapons dealer's like, got like a huge, what looks like tube with like rockets attached. And he goes, "Oh, it's you!" And he just drops it, and they all begin approaching and clapping. Even the Baron's just like wide-eyed. And then the spider lowers itself and says, "Greetings, humans." And then that's it. And everyone just kind of like nods and looks a little bit fearful. But because of EC just doing her like dabs and her public speaking, she's completely fine.
It wasn't supposed to be a dab. It was supposed to be a football pose. I don't dab.
Yeah, you did kind of dab.
I've-
You were victory posing. Okay.
I mean, the football pose, like, how does it... I don't know. I don't play football.
Okay, so as you lower, the Baron's like, well, look at this. Another Queenie.
Similar, I believe, yes, but I think she is expected to be called Alexandria.
Also, she works, which makes her, like, way better than Queenie.
Well, yeah, well, naturally. He walks straight up to the creature, and you see that his daughter, Hera, is also very, like, transfixed by this. Just staring at
We
him.
need to send her back to paradise yet to fix Queenie.
I see. Well, you guys have done us a good service today. Hera, can you... And she just nods silently, walks up to the thing, goes, "Hi, I'm Hera," and the spider turns towards her and says, "Hi, I'm Alexandria. Do you like my braids? They're super cool."
Easy gives her the thumbs up.
And then she turns towards you and goes, What does thumbs up mean?"
It's when you take your thumbs and you put them up, and it means very cool. But you just...
Super cool.
No, this means very... You are not getting it.
And she just turns around and puts two thumbs up right in Hera's face, like literally within like
Oh, she's got thumbs?
millimeters.
Yeah, she has like a
Yeah,
whole...
she's like a whole human female torso.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an arachnid.
A torso. And, like, I didn't know if there was arms and stuff as well.
So like
Yeah.
she's like a large spider
Yeah,
like
she's just
body,
like a drider.
but yeah,
Yeah.
she's basically a tiny body at the head.
Don't say that. Copyright. Jesus.
Jesus!
Well, it's obviously a mechanical drider.
It's a cyber
Yeah.
drider. Come on.
Is it like an arachne? If
You
it's not
guys need to
something...
fight one of those things.
Remember what we did? I threw a boulder at it.
Alright, so Hera begins walking off with it, talking to it, and the Baron says, "You got anything to report, or is this just..."
No, just the giant humanoid spider.
Well, it is a good
Wait.
find.
We found a facility.
A facility.
Yeah.
Care to elaborate?
I don't
First-
think elaboration around here.
First,
Yes?
elaborate on the facility we found.
Ah, yes. And I'll just explain, like, in meticulous detail.
I just throw in it once in a while. There was a ghost. Nearly died.
Okay, that's when the Aeon Priest appears and says, "What is this? What is this? They were not meant..." And then Baron just shushes him, like, with one single glance, and he says, "We will talk later. You need to shut up right now." And he says, grits his teeth, "The priest does not look happy with you guys for some reason."
What's this all about?
The priest storms off, and the Baron says to you, Arturia, "What do you mean?"
Oh, don't you go storming off anywhere, you little motherfucker. You stand the fuck there.
Yeah, the priest stays. Turns.
Now, you two are going to tell me what the fuck is going on, or I'm going to start killing people.
Now,
to kill
Artoria.
them.
Yeah,
And I'll just look over at Artoria like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the Baron looks at
Artoria
Artoria and says, "There's no need for that, man. I mean,
I'm just gonna go on and like, while this conversation is happening, just stand behind the spider.
yeah,
Artoria, there's steps to this. You threaten them while we're on the giant spider, not once we're off the giant spider.
I don't care. I want to know what is going on.
Well, shall we head on in the tent and we can talk like civilized folk over some whiskey or tea?
I want a fruity drink.
We can get you grapefruit juice.
Yes.
All right, and he like kind of looks around worriedly and goes, "Yeah, there it is," and heads over to his tent. Vers, I can see you hiding behind the spider over there. You want to join us?
Maybe. Can she come?
She cannot fit.
Then
Well,
I'll
part
stay
of her can.
The logistics is beyond me.
I can relay the information to you first.
I can hear through the tent. It's not that.
Okay, so he
Soundproof.
heads in, like sits down at the seat, and the priest sits down, and the priest has his staff. And just so I can remind you guys, the stave that he seems to carry looks like it has liquid running through it, like an amber liquid.
Well, I have a head that drips water, so I think I win.
Alright, fair enough. And he sits down and puts some tin cups along the table and begins pouring some strong liquor. Fexus, would you care to explain, or am I going to do your dirty work? And Fexus just says nothing, just like looks like a sport child that's sitting on a naughty step.
You see, like, they didn't sit down, but leans against his chair, and she's like, "Did you see the giant spider? I brought that back."
Well, is this the Fexus?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just looks at you, grunts, and says, "Yes, I did see EC."
And she just sits down and just
So,
sips that fruity drink.
what is actually going on here?
Well, I'm financing your adventures into Westwood and paying you for your finance.
No.
Look,
That conversation outside, it's obvious that something is going on here.
are you intimidating them into telling you?
A little bit.
All right, go on then. Let's go for a roll.
Difficulty.
4. The Baron is quite hard to like intimidate. He's a politician after all.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So-
Show us tonight.
Despite the Aeon priest being vexed by your intimidation, the Baron says there is no need for threats and coercion here. We are friends.
Well, as friends, then let's talk. Tell me what's going on.
I am funding your adventures into the Westwood.
Don't give me the
And-
political line.
Let me finish my damn sentence. Look here. There is something that me and the priest are after. And it is rumored to be northwest. In the west.
Yes, it's a
And
tower.
it's not a giant spider.
It is not a giant spider, you see.
It's a tower. It's what's going on in the tower.
No.
People in black robes past.
Wait a minute. We'll say that again, and the Aeon priest looks more kind of like alert. Says, "What did you see? What did black robes?" And the Baron says, "Now, okay, so now that is more of an interest to us, is it not, Fexus?" And Fexus just nods.
Well, I'll tell you what I know when you tell me what you know.
Well then, okay. Me first, or you?
Yes, you first.
Okay, well, I'm sure you're all aware that the Steadfast, especially Neverine, has its interests in the Order of Truth and the Amber Pope.
Obviously.
But there is an opposite side to the Order of Truth. An organization called the Convergence. Now, I mean, I don't expect you to all have heard of them. Some of
Oh
you
no,
may
we
encounter them.
know all of this, right, Otoria? We know this.
I know nothing of this.
The more we know, the more we can charge. We know this.
The Baron laughs and goes, "This is why I like you." Look, listen here, right? The Convergence are like, if the Order of Truth wants to discover Numenera and they want to use it for the good of mankind, the Convergence, they want to grab it for their own selfish, greedy needs, power hungry with lust for Numenera. They want to steal it for themselves and use it to sway the people of the Steadfast, to take control and maintain fear among the populace. Now, we heard that the Convergence have a hideout in the Westwood, because the Westwood has been an area that people don't really like exploring. It's dangerous, it's scary, and we think that they're using that as protection, and we just need that place discovered. That's why I said that if everything you discover, you get paid. I was hoping eventually you would come across this.
I would be happier with this if you just told me that I was a scout.
I mean, probably
I
he did
kinda
pay us
did.
to go discover stuff and get paid, so
Not
that's
really
sort of
for this nature, the
Well-
nature of my employment. For this sort of endeavor,
he did sort of
requires-
skimp out on the evil cult. I feel like
Yeah.
the evil cult is you usually mention that, like
Well, that was the thing. I mean, we're not absolutely 100% sure that they are here, but the fact that you've just mentioned that.
if you're going to give me a target, at least tell me what it is.
if you pay me to babysit someone, at least like tell me to that it's an evil cult I'm babysitting. It's like if you discover that after you show up with all your stuff for babysitting and it's not a baby but an evil cult, you need completely different tools for that. Like, no, please carry on.
All I'm saying is, a lot of people know the Convergence, and the moment I mention them, they back out. We've
Well,
had no luck.
Our goals could align here. I'm very adept at infiltration, and my background could give me some sway in that.
He nods. I don't doubt. I do not doubt.
Do you want us to infiltrate the Convergence?
He nods, says, it's a plan better than any that we've ever managed to do. I mean, our original goal was to just find out where they were and lay siege to them, so to speak.
A siege is a costly affair and costs many lives. A well-placed blade can end a conflict before it even starts.
She threw one at a monkey and it died.
Hey, ooh. Cool story, super cool. Anyway, yeah, infiltration. I mean, that sounds dangerous, though. Are you sure you and your group are up for that?
I am.
First, do you want to die in an infiltration mission?
Sorry, what?
Do you want
I
to do
need-
an
I need hers for this. Because they want Numenera, they understand it. I don't. I am just a warrior.
I can guarantee if they are there, they will have nefarious ciphers, oddities, and artifacts.
Well,
Well, Verse is like the final vote because we are just the muscle and Verse is like the brain of the operation.
Nah, you see, don't sell yourself short.
I know, look at these babies. Look at these guns.
Those are some big guns, yes, of course. And the priest just shakes his head in disappointment at what's going on. Like, he cannot believe that he's hired these people.
We did bring back a giant spider.
right. Well, it's settled then. I will, if my colleagues don't, infiltrate this cult for you. And bring you the head of its leader.
We can bring you more heads
The
as
Baron
well. Like,
says, if you bring me the head of the Convergence or any information relating to it, I will make you very rich people.
Then you have a deal. And Artoria will produce her hand.
Yeah, he shakes his hand. He says, I mean, I can offer you wealth, but I can offer you something better. If you guys manage to completely dismantle the Convergence's power in this area, we'll head to the capital and I will make sure you get an audience with the Queen and position.
I would definitely take that over wealth.
Nods.
could wear that dress again.
I look damn good in that dress and you know it.
You did.
That was you did. Good job.
Even the priest says you did. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a deal then. We do this cult thing.
Mm-hmm.
Audience with the queen. We just gotta check with Vers if he agrees, because like, I don't really go anywhere without Vers.
I mean, he says, "I'll give you some time." He stands up, goes to leave his own tent, and says, "No, wait. Yeah, I'll give you some time." Sits back in his own tent, not on his own seat again.
I gotta take this bottle of whiskey with me.
He says, "You are more than welcome."
Easy takes the glass of fruit.
Yeah, he's like that. Like he's like in his head, he's like, "Oh, that's my breakfast juice," but doesn't really want to say anything. Just let you take it.
Vers, I know how you really, really, really like Numenera. Do you want to go and see some
on me.
cool Numenera stuff?
I think by your expression that you're trying to tell me something else.
You do the Numenera, I'll deal with the other bit.
And what's the other bit?
Go and find the convergence, infiltrate them, kill their leader, and we'll be rich.
Huh. That is quite a bit of other bit there.
It's like,
But
well, you know,
I can't do the brain bit that you can. So if we go as partners...
Yes, no, I'll come, that's fine. Just wondering what this all is. What's this convergence you're talking about? Should I know anything about this prior?
Vers, I believe the way that you are, you would heard of them. You've heard that they're like just some sort of cult that deal in manipulating people from behind the scenes.
Centering, but Numenera style.
A Numenera Illuminati.
I'm a shady assassin. I definitely know who they are.
Yeah.
I probably know them by first name terms.
They move in spy circles for sure.
I'll turn up and I'll be like, "Oh, look, it's Dave."
Yeah.
Yes, but on the condition that we first bring Alexandria to back to the archway. Are you okay with this?
Sounds good. I'll stick my head into the Baron's tent and just say, "We're bringing the big spider thing back to Paradise yet, and then we'll be back."
I guess I'll see you in a few days then.
I'm out of fruit juice. Do you have more fruit juice?
No, but I'll tell you what you could do. You could bring me some back from Paradise, eh?
Money.
Deal.
He just gave you a fetch quest, Adrian, and you know it.
He sees all over the fetch quest.
I am not fetch questing it. Come on.
What do you mean?
Give me the money. I'm not getting you your fucking juice and paying for it.
No, well, I was talking to EC. I mean, I wouldn't expect...
She's not either.
No, we're besties. I'll do that for him. That's not a paid favor. That's just a favor.
And also, I think she's drank all of his. Well, she was
EC has had ungodly amounts of fruit
Yeah,
juice.
you're like twitching. So because of from the sugar.
Can we borrow one of your like caravan things and some of those things that pull them that aren't horses but are horses?
Anines.
But we're riding on the giant spider, I thought.
No, but we still need a carriage to bring back. The spider isn't coming back with us.
Oh, right. No, yeah, you're right.
Perhaps she is. We don't know yet.
She might take a while. I don't know why it takes like fucking years to fix Numenera.
Have you ever fixed a Numenera?
It's all magic mumbo jumbo, so no.
I think what he's trying to say is that if she tries, it would take years.
We're taking a cart.
He says you can take a cart and the Anine. You can take one of the carriages, but you ain't taking the entire caravan.
No, that'd be silly.
Exactly.
Too much.
Right. So, are you staying for the night and leaving in the morning, or are you leaving straight away?
How comfortable is the ride?
It's quite. Last time you slept most of the way, didn't you? You just relaxed all the way here. I think it was a 3-day journey.
Well, then better start early. We're gonna sleep on the way anyway.
Yeah. So then we're
Borrowing some guards as well.
By guards, you mean some of the lumberjacks?
That'll do.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Baron promises them 10 bits on their return, and they're more than willing.
Easy just walks up to them and goes, "I know all the Lumberjack songs. We'll have a doozy of a time."
And one of them's
then
like,
she-
well, of course, EC. If I knew we were coming with you, I'd have done it for free.
Aw, I'm a lumberjack, and that's okay. Work all night and sleep all day.
Okay, so the journey itself is uneventful, except for the fact that a few farmers just look bewildered by the fact that there's a giant spider travelling through the road. But when it's all explained to them, they're all like nod, but they're all like absolutely, as far as they're concerned, this is a god. They have no, you're just dragging some godlike being through their land. Eventually, when you approach Paradise 8, however, people are a bit kind of wary. You're coming from the Northwest Road, and the first thing you see is a farm and an orchard, and a bunch of kids scream and run, and a few guards run up to the caravan.
You motherfuckers back off now.
Okay, so as you say that, pointing your sword, some of them recognise you, but then one of them walks up. He looks more important than the others. He's got a blue tabard. Oi, oi, oi! What's going on here?
Easy walks up
Who the
and
fuck is he talking to?
Easy walks up and she looks more important than the others because she's wearing a black turtleneck.
Yep.
And,
obviously.
and she's, "Yo, what's up? We brought you a new giant spider."
Can you make a persuasion check? Because this is just too out there for this guy. He has no clue what's going on.
I am trained in persuasion.
I really didn't
Persuasion.
want to have to kill anyone today.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty would be 3.
I'm gonna spend effort just to not have a giant fight against guards. Be nice. Oh, look at that. Good thing I took effort.
Yep. So, the first thing that happens is, you explain, we've brought you a new spider, and he goes, "What? What do you mean? This is..." And he looks back towards the archway, and he goes, "Another one of her?"
Yes, it would seem so.
But ours is better because ours works. Nothing against yours, obviously. It's a great spider, but ours is better.
Right, okay, well, fair enough, but we're gonna flank you as you move, alright?
Can you send a runner and tell the general that I'm here?
The general's left.
What?
Are you talking about... Do you wish to see the mayor?
No, I wish to see Kieran.
He's not here.
Where is he?
No, he's gone north like he said he would.
Hmm.
He's headed to the border, isn't he, to fight those filthy barbarians.
And more importantly, can you get us like a drum so we can make like a parade out of this?
No. Yeah, you're already garnering enough attention. You see there's like hundreds of people now.
Yeah, fine. And Easy just goes to the back of the wagon and starts to bring all the people to sing lumberjack songs with her.
Okay, cool, yeah, everyone's singing the lumberjack song as you're moving down the roadway. This spider creature does look very nervous, like anxious. She does kind of like keep peering to the side, peering to the left, and looking anxious as people are staring at her.
Going to stand and sort of gesture for her to come down.
Okay, she does come down.
And then I'll like hop up and sit beside her and sort of put my arm around her and go, "You'll be alright, and keep you safe."
Thank you. And over the journey, like one of the lumberjacks has knitted her like a kind of tartan-like jumper, so she's not naked on the top half. But she's wearing like a kind of red crisscross lumberjack jacket as she's walking through the centre of town. But as you approach the single arc, she says, "Please, Artori, would you get off?"
Not a problem. If you need me, just come and get me.
And as if she was born to, she begins to walk up the archway. And then onto the webbing, the synth webbing, all over the top. And then you hear her voice as she calls down and says, "Yes, this is perfect. I can do this." And she walks over to the corpse, well, the petrified corpse of Queenie, and says, "Poor Sister Machine, I have your role now."
Oh. What's wrong with her?
She hangs upside down as she looks down towards the archway, and there's a lot of hubbub, so she kind of has to shout down at you now. And she says, "She has died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It looks like electrical interference has finished her.
Do you
Is
want
that
us to-
something that happens somehow here because of this location?
I do not think so.
Okay. Just want to make sure that the same fate doesn't happen to you.
It looks like Queenie was actually trying to rebuild the archway. I will continue.
I see. And what is the purpose of a finished archway?
A gateway,
Two?
my homeworld.
Do you want to go home?
Don't you?
We are.
Not that far from home, so I feel no strong calling towards it.
My home is just beyond this gate. And my people, perhaps. I don't know how long I've been away.
Are they all giant spiders?
Not all of us, no. I am
Important to
a
know.
gate builder. I build gates just like this. My kind builds gates on planets just like this.
So, Queenie, like, defended this town while she was rebuilding the gate. Are you going to do that too?
Of course.
Perfect.
What's a planet?
It's what you're on. There's a floating pool of rock through the void.
And now I'm like looking around to see where the void is, and I'm like,
What?
She laughs and says, "Never mind. But yes, EC, I will protect this village with my life, just like Queenie did before me."
Okay, that's super dope. Let's go to the mayor and get paid.
Are you
Right,
going
well-
to the mayor?
Yeah.
I'll ask Alexandria to put me like on top of the archway or something, so I can sit and talk to her while she works for a while.
Okay,
while
the
they're
archway
going.
is very tall.
Yeah, I figure it's like 50 or 100 meters tall, right?
Yeah, very, very large.
But I assume it's also like at least 5
Yeah,
by
it's
10
like-
wide.
it's
so
like being
we're
at
not
the
gonna
top of-
fall off.
You're at the height of like the Eiffel Tower type height, so she does have to drag you quite high, and then she puts
Yeah,
you at
that's
the top, and the wind is whipping at you as you.
Yeah,
sit at the
I'll just lay down and put my back against a rock or something.
top. Right, and you
something
do
for
feel
fun.
her vibrations as she walks around and begins working.
All right, and then I'll pester her with a bazillion questions.
Okay.
Oh, go away, you see.
Okay, so Artoria and EC, what are you up to?
Well, first Easy goes to the nearest clothing store and buys a really fancy outfit, so she makes an expression when she goes into the mayor's office.
Naturally, that'll set you back 3 bits.
I'll do 5 bits. I'll do a really fancy
Oh,
one.
yeah, you can go for the fancy silk scarf.
Do you want help doing your like makeup and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I will help.
Okay. Does she look like a clown?
So I'm trained in disguise kit, seduction,
Oh, wow, yeah, okay.
and infiltration.
Basically everything you wouldn't expect someone who throws swords at monkeys to be skilled at.
Nope, but yes, I can't say that it's perfect then.
There you go. You look fabulous.
So basically, Easy and Notoria just land into the mayor's office and go, BAM!
Yeah.
We're here!
And he goes, oh. Could give a man a coronary. Come in. Please.
We have, and Easy sits down, procured
Oh,
a
you?
second giant spider.
I know this. Yes, I was getting ready to come find you, of course.
Well, I did it first, and I even bought a new outfit, so obviously
like-
you weren't very fast at it.
He's like trying to do his tie up and his like buttons. He looked like he was kind of relaxing.
Now, what you will realize is, there aren't a lot of giant spiders.
So you fixed Queenie?
No, we just found a second one.
Ah.
Weird coincidence. But we can't do this a lot. Like 2 more times tops.
Right, well, you have my thanks, and you have the thanks of Navarine and Paradise 8, of course.
Easy just throws an empty coin purse onto the table.
I see. You want to be paid?
Well, if you insist.
Isn't the Baron paying you enough?
I want something else.
Oh.
I think this is a completely separate deal. A completely
It
separate
is.
transaction.
Uh,
if you remember, when we told us to go to the Star, we had a deal that you would pay us double if I would fix Queenie. Now I've done better than fix Queenie. I've procured a second giant spider.
I guess you can't argue with results. He reaches into the pouch to his right and he provides you with not bits. These are not physical currency, but he does pass you what looks like signed contracts. And as he signs them and passes them to you, they can be used up to the worth of 50 bits each.
And we got 3 of those, or how many?
Yeah, 3.
Okay,
So they're not
everyone.
like, so you can they're like IOUs.
Perfect. Yeah, you mean shins.
Yeah, and he stamps them with wax. Bop.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, so Artoria, do you want to do that now then?
In private.
Okay, so EC, as you go to leave, it looks like Artoria's still sitting there.
That's okay. Izzy's just gonna tell the secretary all about what they did.
Oh god, she is. The moment you walk towards the desk, you go, she's not there, but it's very easy. She doesn't roll very high stealth, and you just look over the counter and she looks like she's hiding behind it. She just looks up, sees you. It's like a horror movie. Your face just appears above the counter to her, and she goes, oh.
Have you seen the giant spider?
And you begin talking to her. Artoria, as the doors close, he looks at you and goes, yes?
I would like something more personal.
Oh, go ahead.
I would like to pursue your son.
Oh, well, this is... excuse me?
You heard me. I'm interested in him.
He's gobsmacked. He has no idea what to say. He just stares at you, like, wide-eyed, mouth agape, and goes, well, of course. I mean, if he likes you back, sure.
The issue is society.
Can I stop you there?
Mm-hmm.
Are you asking my son's hand in marriage? I'm confused.
Technically. But I'm not sure how you nobles work.
Chris is really into speed dating.
Well, of course. I mean, it's totally up to Kieran. If Kieran wishes to ally himself with you for life, then that is down to him. He was never a man I could control anyway. Not that I would. When my wife died, I promised I would be the best father, and if he loves you, then he may marry you.
We'll send him a letter and tell him where I am.
Of course.
And tell him this.
He's already penning the letter, and he just eagerly looks at you.
And you can keep your shins.
Oh, no, honestly, if you're going to be my future daughter-in-law, it's the least I could do. Oh, he wipes sweat from his brow.
No, it's fine. I'm not after money.
Just after that poontang.
Yeah. No, I'm going to take over your armies and make this into a dictatorship, motherfuckers.
Hey guys, what, would you like that written down?
No.
It's like you went on Gollum, like... Yeah, he goes, what shall I write?
Tell him that I enjoyed our evening. I hope he still has the gift I left him. And that he can find me at the wood.
What woods may that be?
That stupid woods that we're at. I can't remember.
The West
Dark
Woods.
Woods. The West Woods. Yes. If he can take time away from the front to come visit me, I would very much appreciate it.
Done.
Thank you.
Hand this to the secretary on the way out. And
I don't really like her. I think it's better if it comes from you.
Oh, God.
'Cause she'll probably throw it in the bin if I get
I'll level with you, Artoria. I'm not wearing pants.
I've seen plenty of dicks.
No,
wrong
pants.
answer.
I mean trousers. And as he stands, he's in his underwear. I was just settling down for an evening of chocolate and wine.
My kind of man.
Well, enjoy your chocolate and wine.
Yes.
I'm sure you can give the letter to your bodyguard. Who's
She's
standing
dismissed.
ominously behind that curtain over there.
Is she? And he looks, he goes, no, she isn't. She's not. He actually looked, and he goes, Gilla's definitely gone home to her family.
Well, can you put your crest on the front of it so when I give it to the secretary, she doesn't throw it in the bin?
Oh, of course, I can't believe I forgot. Snap!
Thank you.
What is this crest? Just a pair of trousers, or?
No,
Yep.
it's an 8-legged spider. Obviously,
That makes
spider,
sense.
yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's called Paradise 8.
Yeah.
Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your extra 50 shins.
Oh, well, thank you. You sure you don't want that?
No, positive. You've done enough.
Okay, well. Enjoy your evening, Artoria. I will get to the gluttony.
And Artoria will go out and save the secretary from EC.
Okay, so yeah, EC's just leaning on her elbow. Just...
And then he told me to get him new fruit juice because I drank all his fruit juice. But Artoria was like, "No, we can't do that. We want to get paid." But I was like, "No, we're bros. I'll do it."
Artoria, the secretary looks at you and one single tear streams down her left.
I'm gonna walk up behind EC and put my hand around her mouth to quieten her.
Just keeps talking. You can hear the muffled story continue.
And then pull her in. Hand the letter to the secretary and go, "Could you post that for the mayor, please?"
Of course. She just wipes the tear. Thank you.
I will take this away. I will make this stop if you make sure that gets to Kieran
I will
as soon
do.
as possible.
Yes, the post leaves in the morning.
Thank you. And I'll drag EC out.
I'll be back.
She goes... Okay. So, Vers, halfway through your conversation, she does kind of climb up to join you. Kind of leg dangling over the edge so that she hangs there. And she just goes, I can see why Queenie wanted to defend this place. It's beautiful.
Yes, it's quite a nice view from up here as well. I haven't been up here before.
Yeah, you can literally see all the surrounding countryside, the hills. You actually level with the floating rocks as well, the ones that deposit nice rain all around the farmland.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's quite interesting. Is there anything like this on the other side of this gateway?
No.
What's it like there? You don't have to actually engage in this whole conversation. That's fine.
Yeah, she says it's industrialized.
What does that mean?
We were created to create. There was no
Sounds
need
nice.
for greenery.
But couldn't you just create greenery?
No,
Why not?
it was not under our directive. We were creators of things. The entire planet was made up of castes, builders,
I see.
different types.
Is there someone else that builds the green then?
Nope. There's others that harvest it.
And just because you don't need something, does that mean it has no value to you?
No.
You must have a very strange society.
It's what it is. I do believe your kind a long time ago built it so that we would just keep creating.
I don't think that's right. Trying to think of the history that
No,
yours now
yeah,
is
it's like none in your head. There are marvels on my planet for sure. None such as the life that surrounds me now.
Well, I would certainly be interested in seeing it one day. How long do you think it would take to finish building this archway?
Several thousand years.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
I mean, if Queenie was alive, it would take half that.
That's 500 if you're keeping count.
Well, several 500.
She then says, normally it takes a few dozen of creatures like me to finish a gateway within time.
I see. Is there something we can do to help speed up the process?
Find more of my kind.
Well, if we find any, we'll make sure to bring them back here if they are willing.
Materials also help.
Such as?
Synth. Responsive synth. I can form it into a weave.
Very well. If we find any, then we'll see if we can spare it for you.
Thank you, Buzz. That is super cool.
Oh, please don't do that.
Do what?
Please don't copy what EC says. It is a horrifying experience for those around you, I promise you.
But she
it
seems
hurts
so...
It hurts my brain more than the radiation that you emitted.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I won't do that again.
When she does it, it's bearable. When others speak in the same manner as she does, it's terrifying.
I see. I apologize. I did not know I was scaring you.
No, not to worry. That's fine. No, just lay down and look at the stars for a while.
Stars are just twinkling into life at the moment. It's just becoming sunset. So, Artoria and EC, are you doing anything this evening?
No, Artoria's going to settle down for a quiet night.
A quiet night. Are you going
Artoria
to the
will be
Silk
in her
Magna?
bunk.
Are you going to the Silk Magna?
No.
No, nice. Okay, so just settling down in a tavern room, I'm assuming.
No, she's going to sleep outside.
Nice. Okay, just like Verters. Okay, so EC, what about you?
EC is gonna go into the most popular tavern in town
The Silk Magna, which you went in before.
and just hijack the stage and start telling the spider story.
Okay, so this goes a lot. Make the public speaking check. It's a tough crowd because they're all drunk. Difficulty 3.
I'm gonna edge again. I'm running out of intellect. I'm not gonna lie. Good thing I did. Good thing I edged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the story goes down well, and these people do like the story, and they're like, another story! And the bards are actually, and all the troubadours are actually playing, like, your soundtrack as you tell the story. The moment you start describing the monkeys, like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, getting very tense. And the moment you climax the story, everyone's like, slams their tankards down and begins cheering.
On the climax, EC actually pulls out her tiny harp made with strings made of glowing energy and just slam the harp once. And she's gonna bow and leave the stage.
Nice. So, yeah, you can spend the night here at the Silk Magna.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And
First. Sorry, EC, what was that?
lots of food and drink. Please
Lots of
continue.
food and drink, of course. Are you going to buy the grapefruit juice or are you going to wait till the morning?
I feel like no, I'll wait till morning.
Okay, so Vers, later in the evening, she does climb back up and says, if you wish to stay here, I formed you a responsive synth hammock.
Ah. Is it reusable?
No, but it will be here while I'm here. And she
I
kind of
didn't mean for me. I meant, can you use it again afterwards? Otherwise,
Oh yes, I
it
can.
might be
Like I
waste.
said, I can shape it into a weave any way I see fit.
Then, thank you. Yes.
And she says, climb on board. And as you climb on board and she climbs back underneath the archway, she's got like a glowing blue hammock that the moment she puts you in, kind of closes in slightly over you. And at that night, you are lulled to sleep by her slowly working around, and it's a slight kind of your hammock slightly just blows in the wind. It's a very comfortable night's sleep.
Best hotel room in the town. Yeah.
Yeah, and because we didn't have much combat this session, I'm going to give everyone just one experience. There was no interference or anything like that, GM intrusions. So
No voluntary ones, at least.
no. Sorry. But
Since
yes,
we are resting, are we healed to full?
you are healed to full for the next session. which I do believe we are not doing next week.
No, because I'll be in Berlin.
You will be in Berlin. So the week afterwards, we will probably attempt to do it. Aren't you doing stuff on a Tuesday now? Aren't they?
I'm not sure if it's going to start that week yet, but
Okay,
yeah,
well, let me know and we'll discuss other dates. But anyway,
yeah, it looked like everyone was good for Monday actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm good for Monday.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll discuss that later. And cut.